Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here with me today. I am Lou of Lou G's Angelic Connection, and this is today's Oracle message. Okay, so here in the UK, we was yesterday informed that we are now expected to be in isolation for a further 3 weeks. It could be extended, but at the moment they are saying an extra 3 weeks on top of the 3 weeks that we have already done. And what this is actually doing, this is my intuition, this is my experiences, is it's pushing people deeper. People that have been closed off to the past, that do not want to reflect on the past, that want to basically shut the door and put all that baggage behind that door and force the door shut. By saying about this extra 3 weeks in isolation, the door has started to open and people are opening up more to the baggage that they've been ignoring. It could be within yourself. There could be things popping up. I know for me, the past few days, I've spent quite a lot of time looking back and thinking about people from the past, people that I've had relationships, people that I used to work with, etc. Just wondering how they're doing, wondering where their life has led them, sort of thing. Just a curiosity about where they are now, as opposed to where they were when I knew them. But I've also had people come to me that are really beginning to reflect on their life, reflect on the past few years, what they have been doing with themselves, the things that, the not so nice stuff, that's what I said, it's the baggage that has been put behind this door and the door been slammed on it. So be aware that you may be encountering people that are now at the point where they are ready to open up. They are ready to start recognizing where they need help. It's very much about people as well that you have been trying to help in your life, but have always sort of like blocked you out. And one of the main things that I really agree on is you cannot help someone unless they want to be helped. These people that you've been trying to help, that you've not been able to help because they don't want helping, are now opening up. It's like, I've got another 3 weeks of being stuck. What am I going to change when I get unstuck? Okay, so just be aware. We are in another 3 weeks of isolation, but it is pushing a lot of people deeper. A lot of people are now experiencing things that they're realizing, things that they could have done different in the past, things that need to be healed now rather than carrying it forward, etc. Okay, so I have been drawn to my Divine Feminine deck, the Divine Feminine Oracle. Still loving this deck. Definitely one of my favourites. Okay, so I'm going to ask for one card for the collective. I'm going to call in my angels, guides, people of the light. Please guide me at this time. Which card, above all cards, does the collective need to see at this time? What one message would we all benefit from seeing at this time? Okay, so one card. What one card above all cards do we need to see at this time? Okay, we actually have two, so I'm going to go with it. And the first card is Sekhmet, the Red Lady. I am pure strength. I honour my anger by giving voice to it. Okay, now I laughed, I did a little chuckle to myself because when I was shuffling the cards, coming on here, making sure they're all facing up the right way and not back to front, etc., I was drawn to that card, and now it's popped out. So definitely a message in there. Let's have a look. 174. Okay. So I'm going to hold it there. And it is Sekhmet, the Red Lady. I am pure strength. I honour my anger by giving voice to it. Who is she? Sekhmet represents the sacred rage that keeps us protected and reminds the world of the pure strength of female power. Sekhmet is an Egyptian warrior goddess, depicted with the head of a lioness and the body of a woman. The lion was considered the fiercest hunter in Egypt and a sign of protection. She is the daughter of the sun god Ra. The red solar disk that she wears indicates that she is a solar deity. She is known as the powerful one, the Red Lady, she who mauls and the one before whom evil trembles. The ancient Egyptians held rituals at the end of the war and at the beginning of each new year to tame the wrath of Sekhmet. They would play music, drink beer that was dyed with pomegranate juice, and dress all of the Sekhmet statues in red. It was believed that the inebriation would lull the goddess into a stupor and end her destruction. Sekhmet was a powerful guardian and protector of the pharaoh. She was called on during times of war and considered to be a goddess of divine retribution. When your soul seeks her card, holy rage, sacred anger, and positive aggression, these states of being are crucial aspects of the divine feminine. It's the female power that ends wars, that brings home missing children, that seeks justice for the earth and for those who can't defend themselves. The brilliant artist and mystic William Blake relates that the voice of honest indignation is the voice of God. The female has for too long been disassociated from rage and anger. If we can't embody the fiery emotion of anger, it often festers or expresses itself in subversive, manipulative ways, or it leaves us anxious and frustrated. Positive aggression, acting with love on behalf of what breaks our heart or enrages us, is what allows us to become agents of change, to better our lives and the world around us. Sekhmet wants us to come face to face with our true strength. Power doesn't come from passive aggressive behaviours. We don't have to fear expressing our anger directly to an institution or a person who is acting unjustly. Sekhmet wants us to see that anger is an essential emotion, and Sekhmet is the sacred call to move that anger from pure emotion into conscious action. She wants us to act with conviction and from love. She wants us to create the healthy boundaries we need so we aren't injured again and again, or so that we can free ourselves from a destructive pattern. It's time to end. We have a divine right to draw a sacred circle around us at all times. The protection we invoke for ourselves and others helps move us from feeling helpless to taking loving action. Where can I create loving boundaries in my life? I am pure strength. I honour my anger by giving voice to it. Okay, so from this, what I'm getting is very much about if you are feeling angry, if you are feeling like something was very unjust, it's time to use that anger, that fury, that what's enraged you, to put it into action in a positive way. Bring about changes, make a move, stand up for yourself. Don't let others wear you down. It's also about, it was saying about others. If those that you have been wanting to help have been quiet about an injustice that has been done against them, it could be time that if they're starting to open up to you, that you fight their corner, that you help them do what they need to do. You have a strength in you, okay? There are things that are going to anger you. And it's very much, a lot of times we're told, do you know what? You're not meant to be angry. You're not meant to be angry. You're meant to think positive, let these negative emotions, etc. go. And this is what we say a lot with unity. It's accepting both what is seen as negative and what is seen as positive, working with both of those energies. So if people are saying that anger is negative, it can be used in a positive way. Take the anger, take that rage that is inside of you, and fight for what it is you need to fight for. Be it the protection of yourself, your friends, your family. Just use it in a positive way. Okay? And secondly, the second card is Queen Esther, the Morning Star. And it says, my ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. Okay, so let's have a look. I haven't pulled either of these cards before, just so you know. I do like it when I've been using decks for a little while and something new pops up. Okay, page 146. Okay. There we go. So we have Queen Esther, the Morning Star. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. Who is she? Esther represents the powerful combination of feminine intuition and divine timing. Esther was a Hebrew orphan born with the name Hadassah, raised by her cousin Mordecai. She lives with the Jewish community in exile in Persia during the 5th century BCE. Mordecai became aware of a plot against the Jewish people created by the king's chief minister, Haman. Using her brilliance and her intuition, Esther came up with a plan to save her cousin and her people. Her beauty had caught the attention of the king, so when his current wife, Vashti, refused to come to him when called, Esther seized the moment and the king chose her to be his wife. Then Esther didn't wait for the king to call her. She prepared a large banquet and then called for him. Once he was fully in love with her, she revealed that she was a Jew and that her man had plotted to kill her people. The book of Esther in the Tanakh, or the Hebrew manuscripts, is known as the scroll or the Megillah, and it is read twice out loud, once in the morning and in the evening, during the festival of Purim, to celebrate the memory of Esther's brave actions. Her name is derived from the word meaning bright star, or morning and evening star. This is the name she grew into when she courageously trusted her intuition and used its divine timing to save herself and her people. When your soul selects her card, the ego has a timetable that the soul couldn't care less about. When we are feeling stressed or threatened in some way, fear can be exceptionally loud and can inform the ego to work overtime in trying to get something accomplished or to manipulate something to happen. The natural flow of energy that's always at work behind the scenes, the universe's capacity to assist us, then gets blocked. When we are in service of love, we are following the dictates of our soul, and when the ego is in service of the soul, divine timing ensues. Esther mastered this art. Even under extreme duress, she listened wisely to her soul. She became a queen by letting her love of her people inform her feminine intuitive powers. This is her imperative. Trust everything is aligning in divine timing. Trust your soul voice. What do I intuitively know will happen in divine timing for me? My ego is in service to my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. With this is telling you, as I was saying earlier, about wanting to help people, wanting to help those that you know need help and not being able to because they were not ready. This is now you using your intuition, and if someone's coming forward to you and saying the right words, letting you know that they are ready for their healing, that they are ready for your help, now is the time for action. These go perfectly with exactly my message, what I was picking up on with the energies of people coming forward, people digging deeper, people now wanting to face the stuff that's been shoved behind that cupboard door that they've been hiding from. Okay, this is divine timing. This has happened at this time because it needs to happen. These people are now moving into an area where they are ready for help, where they are ready to heal. So use your fierceness, use that anger, use that passion that you need to help them move forward. As always, it is down to them to actually reach out. It is down to them to put in the work. But you can aid, you can assist, and you can give your ideas, you can share your thoughts, even if it's just a shoulder to cry on, etc. This is the time for their healing. And you, rather than being in your ego of, I need to help them, I need to help them, I need to help them, move more into your soul of being there to help them when they are ready. Okay, so that is your message today. I hope it's resonated. I hope it helps. Obviously, we've got the weekend coming up. I know we are in isolation, so it's pretty much doesn't really matter what day of the week it is, but it may be that you are going to start having these conversations with people, and people are going to be drawn to you for your help and support. Okay, so you take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.